Woods was right behind me and threw the table at my foot. Why?
Hey, you. I missed. Hey guys, we're doing Mad Libs here with Hi5. Every single Hi5 member. Get prepared for this, y'all.
On May 7th, I almost died. There was the killer, Connor, 7 inches away. I was panicked. I reached for a butcher's back, but he was already there. I tried shaving for help, but no one in Orange Base could hear me. I was trimming as fast as I could, but then I shaved over myself. Ouch. Paul was right behind me and threw the razor at my back. Then when I cut up, I saw Tanner and Mike over me, but I couldn't breathe. And shaving cream was gushing out of me. That's how I almost died. Dang it, I thought that was gonna go in a different direction.
That still worked though.
Yeah, kinda. I thought it was gonna make Connor look bad, not me.
On May 11th, I almost died. There was the killer, Chug, 8 milliliters away. That's so close. Yeah. I was panicked. I reached for a butcher's iPhone X, but he was already there. I tried spin for help, but no one I tried to spin for help, but no one in Red Base could hear me. I was dancing as fast as I could, but then I kicked over myself. I tried to do a high kick, but I didn't stretch and just kicked over myself. Woods was right behind me and threw the table at my foot. Why? Then when I walked up, I saw Sam and Tanner over me as I couldn't breathe, and matcha green tea latte was gushing out of me. That is how I almost died. Wow.
Wow.
Must have been so intense that I like came out of myself for a moment. I was like standing over myself with Tanner, just watching iced matcha green tea latte spew out of me.
But you made it.
But I made it.
This is if you had won an Oscar and this is your acceptance speech.
Thank you, ladies and Canadians. I'm so nervous. My funny bone is beating 96 times a minute. I didn't prepare a submarine because I never expected to win this gross Oscar. I have too many people to smell. First and foremost, my small co-star, Izzy, who was always in my Canada, held my tailbone when I was nervous and never failed to compliment me or give me a loose pat on my elbow. I also want to thank my tourney director, Liz, my outgoing producer, Kevin, and of course, the bulky writer of the screenplay, Ashley. Sorry. Most of all, I thank you, my damaged fans and all the members of the Academy who are responsible for pushing this first award. Bless you, puppies. Bless your puppies. Oh my God.
This is the story about how I almost died. On May 72nd, I almost died.
Wouldn't it be nice if we were all
Let me put this, hang on, let me do this. I'm not like, there was the killer Mitchell, 81 inches away. I was panicked. I reached for a butcher's cereal, but he was already there. That doesn't help. I tried flipping for help, but no one in Blue Base could hear me. I was fighting as fast as I could, but then I kicked over myself. Paul was right behind me and threw the lightsaber at my ear hole. Then I was cried up. I saw Tanner and Liz over me as I couldn't breathe and pee gushing out of me. That's how I almost died. That's disgusting. I got a lightsaber in my ear hole and it peed all over myself.
Dude, kind of shoot.
Feels bad.
On May 3rd, I almost died. There was the killer Kevin, 69 inches away. I was panicked. I reached for a butcher's Elon Musk, but he was already there. I tried drinking for help, but no one in Blue Base could hear me. I was laughing as fast as I could, but then I didn't put it past its verb. I gotta start over.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, my assistant's not here today, so it's really tough. Smoked over myself. Tanner was right behind me and threw the pencil at my leg. Then when I riding up, See, it's like the grammar kind of messes me up. Then when I writing up, I saw Del Marina and Michael over me as I couldn't breathe and tea gushing out of me. That's how I almost died.
Wow.
Ah, I should put Jai. It's too late now.
It's all right.
What am I gonna do? You know?
It's all right, dude. You did really well.
This was hard.
The pretty man in orange. Oh, he looked so itty bitty. But that shiny toe, you really couldn't tell. But deep inside, his slimy. Am I? I'm not, am I? No. Oh gosh. Let me redo this. I gotta read it like this. The pretty man. No. Okay. From a slimy shoe, you really couldn't tell. But deep inside his toe, the pain was going to swell. Oh my gosh, dude, I have a reading disorder, I swear to God. He had no friends in red, but that pretty... I'm reading math stuff. But that pretty man in Matt's office was the icky...
The ickiest at the Christmas party.
Whoever's editing this, don't use me. You can cut me out altogether.
I'm probably not going to rap this one because I need a beat. And, you know, I mean, you clearly don't got a beat, right?
I don't got a beat, man.
I'm like 6 foot tall, hair to the floor. I'm going to say, you basketballs. Never thought I'd jump about jumping hardcore. No, I ain't got a trash can. No, I never really been above a club. Still run with my Tanner. But I'm still a thug. I'm so fat. You can find me ducking shoes at night. You out crying, but I just made strawberry delight. You don't want to jump me in my big, in my big pink tree or tea. Wow, that was really hard. That was actually so difficult to go like back and forth between the two and try to follow the numbers. Holy crap.
Pizza day is past. Saw, can you smell it? The pretty breeze telling you the cantankerous mooses are meesing in the trees. Oh, moosing in the trees. Look, can you see them? The glasses in the lane. Now you must think a computer because bowling night is here again. Wow, mooses worked out really well for me. That was
really
a good choice.
That was really good,
That
dude.
was good.
All right, this is now your poem.
Okay, this is my what?
Your poem.
My poem?
Yeah, you wrote a poem.
Okay, so apparently I wrote a poem, and this is how it is. The disgusting man in blue base. Oh, he looked so smelly, but that shiny pinky fingernail of his looked so well. From a fungusy Nerf blaster, you really couldn't tell, but deep inside his nose hair, the pain was going to swell. He had no friends in orange base, but that beautiful man in CJ's office was the nastiest at the Connor's 21st birthday bash. How beautiful.
That was very sweet.
It was very like positive, negative. So it was like, it was just completely like useless. That was a good one though.
Okay, what to do when you get a cold. You can always tell when you're getting a cold because your hand will feel stuffy and you will have a sensitive ache. Oh, this is getting weird. The first thing to do is take a couple of ducks, then you get into your duck and rest and drink plenty of milk. It's not what you're supposed to do when you have a cold. It's actually the exact opposite. Sometimes it's fun being sick since food is brought to you on a/an computer so you can eat and watch TV. Your temperature is taken by putting a cow in your foot. If your temperature goes over 2 degrees, a doctor should be called. He will thump you on the head and say, "Holy Toledo!" Then he'll ask you what horse you ate the night before and x-ray your stomach. Finally, he will give you tough advice on how to get well. You do just what he says, you'll feel plush in no time at all. Oh my goodness. It's a lot better than I thought it would be.
That was actually really
That was
good,
actually a really good one.
A scary story. Let me sip on my little Capri Sun. It was a funny and stormy night. The air was so smelly with whistle that you couldn't see. 1 mile in front of you, Ashley and I had just started our walk home from trick-or-treating on the tall side of Orange, which Nicole told us not to go. We all had only been to Hollywood a few times, and every time we had gone, it was daytime. We decided to take a shortcut through the Paris. I tried to stop Ashley from going, but she would not stop. I couldn't let her go alone, so I decided to follow. Ashley started to have a panic attack, so I stopped. That's when we heard a loud scream coming from a spoon. The nice screams got louder and louder, closer and closer. So I grabbed and swung Ashley around my elbow, then started to run as fast as I could. I tripped so fast I was almost back home when I started to see the rock from my front porch. Skating, though, the edge of the woods. Just then I fell into a persistent hole. Like no matter where you go, that hole's just gonna be there. That's awesome. I sat up and jump. Okay, I sat up and jumped around, but somehow I was back at home on my front porch. I was covered with car, and there were airplanes all around me leading into the woods. I never knew what really happened, but I know this. I will never go to Hollywood again. That was crazy. The persistent hole is my favorite.
Yeah, that was good. That was perfect.